moment of truth, the debate. This time, we're going to give you that spiral debate so that you can fuse into each other for mutual happiness. Mythology should be taught as history in Japanese schools. What an outrageous assumption of the people to stay away from mythology. But where does mythology come in the analysis of kokoro, the logos, pathos, the ethos, mind, heart, and soul? And the spirit moves you around. So if you incorporate the mythology class in schools, you can expect a lot of confusion. But we're going to find out about why. Let the debate begin. Affirmative rock. Mythology is a part of history. The root of history needs to be taught as the mutas, the spirit, not the soul. It makes the kids imaginative because it makes the kids more creative with wild ideas about the beginning of Japanese mythology. How light came back on when Amaterasu Okami came out of the rock, tempted by the mirror. She was felt jealous of the woman in front of her. So it's very humane touches. It is only a human nature to be jealous of someone. So it might be considered the beginning of a hikikomori phenomenon in Japan, because when Amaterasu Okami and her brother got wild, she couldn't stomach it. She hurt herself behind huge rocks. Out came the temptation. So it just goes to show this might be the beginning of Japanese hikikomori gensho. So this, doesn't that excite you a little bit? Negative when. Let me ask you point blank. Is mythology fact? No, it's a myth. If you think the mythology is a fact, that's called a myth take. Secondly, isn't the mythology too full of negative examples, negative phenomena, like a jealousy or murder, patricide or matricide, and those eternal love triangles, and also even include the sodomy, Sodom and Gomorrah. Those mythological facts hit me close home. So that's a negative example. Isn't it beyond science and religion? Beyond science and religion? Come on. Mythology encompasses, embraces everything into whole one. That's a part of a kokoro, isn't it? Negative rock. Mythology goes against the historical facts. History is a fact, not emotion. The emotional logic is oxymoron, because the emotional logic entirely completely different. They are not even close. And yet, it's not funny to put them all together, because that's life. Because you're, in a bind all the time. Emotional logic, and even a samurai, it's tough being a samurai because they're going to be loyal, filial to your parents, but at the same time you got to be loyal to your feudal lords, a company boss, CEO. So everyone has that kind of emotional dilemma, if you will, ethical dilemma rather. And the mythology and folk tales, all the wives' tales, also emotion. How can you solve problems without emotion? So mythology is bad, too good to be true. I found it away. Let's relax. Number one, why does mythology die hard? They keep on living. A lot of people poo-poo the mythological facts, but way back in the back of their mind, they really care about mythology. Because it's powerful. Number two, why do we love to talk about beautiful and ugly princes? As Konohana Sakuya Hime, Iwanaga Hime, good-looking woman and bad-looking woman. Why do we talk about that? Number three, why shouldn't the emotion mix with the logic? People with Westerners, by and large, tend to separate emotion from logic. But put them all together, that's life, isn't it? Because you are in the middle of the conflict and dilemmas, so the mythology is going to take care of that. Affirmative fire. I love to give you my honne. I love to have it retold the tragedy of Konohana Sakuya Hime and Iwanaga Hime. The good-looking, the bad-looking. Why we keep on watching it? Blame it on our base human instinct, basic, some of the instinct, just like a hot molten rock within the huge volcanoes. So the myth gives you depth psychology, Shinso Shinju, depth psychology. And it's something that history doesn't tell us. History just gives us a series of facts and figures. But the mythology goes beyond that. It makes you think hard on the human psychological history, emotional history of each and every one of us. Negative fire, I'm on fire, and I'm so psyched up to hear the thunderstorm outside. The God is on my side, the negative side. Mythology is hot air. And the mythological pursuit lowers your IQ and risks your career. If you keep talking about the mythology and the people put the accusatory fingers on him, he's always talking about the mythology. So if you're interested in talking about the naked truth, it's hot potatoes, you know? And the good-looking woman, the bad-looking woman, they put them all together. You play favorites. That's bad. So the nature is more impartial than the mythological truth. Negative water. I'll relax. Calm down. Promise. Mythology in the history class will prove chaotic, sometimes catastrophic. The kids go wild, but the kids will begin to speak with the two different voices. That goes against the unity, that goes against conformity, so chaos. And the story about the eight-headed Yamada no Orochi. Why eight? I can't stomach that because the natural logic is 6 instead of 8. Because the water, for example, has 6 points. Water. And you can't survive without water. That's natural logic. So if you're trying to stick to the nature, forget about 8. Stick to the 7th triangle hexagonal logic. Affirmative water, let me sum it up for you. Mythology in class will give kids dreamy eyes. Wow. You might start sitting on the edge of the chair trying to hear the rest of the story. There's something that is exciting. Why exciting? Because to give an example of Susanoo, who was a bad boy, and brother of Amaterasu Omikami, he was bad, just bad, rogue. And after a long odyssey, he came back to a hero's welcome. He's a God, superstar, like Jesus Christ, a superstar. Why everyone talks about the Son of Megata? But it never happens in Western society, in Christianity. Once Judah turned on Jesus Christ, he never had a chance to come back to life. But Son keeps coming back. This gives you an idea. It gives you the hope to come back stronger, even if you make a mistake. So learn mythology instead. Hi. 判定に入ります。神話をクラスで教えるかどうか、これは非常に重要な問題で、かつて三重県でですね、いろんな先生方と話をしたことがあります。神話の国の人と話をしたらですね、どうしても深層心理、デプスサイコロジーの面では必要だという声が圧倒的に多かったですね。そこでこの神話から学ぶものっていうのは深層心理ですからね、事実じゃない。しかし歴史の中でなんか、脈々と流れているものがあるんですね。今日本でなぜ引きこもりかと言われた時に、アメリカ人、これユダヤ人の作家でしたけど、やはり神話の関係があるんじゃないかなということで、アマテラスオオカミの行動を出しました。それと日本の英雄を作るのは下積みをして追い出されて、そこからカムバックしていくと、イスカリオトのユダじゃないんですね。永久に裏切り者じゃありませんよ。日本の中戻ってきます。そういうことで教える夢がありますね。6か8という形じゃなくて、6と8って同じ偶数の中に7という奇数がいるんですよね。七福神。そういうことで、私のこれからの7、8、9、ゼロに向かって道を探していくと旅は続きます。今回の神話のディベートで非常に役に立ちましたね。そういうことで神話を研究することは私にとってもプラスになりました。皆さんもそうでしょ。どう考えても皇帝が神話を勉強しまして学校でも教えましょう。皇帝が勝ち。サムライトークcoming up。